First up is Resident Evil Village, the latest mainline entry that blends horror with action perfectly. You play as Ethan Winters searching for his daughter in a mysterious European village filled with lichens and supernatural threats. The gothic atmosphere is incredible, with varied locations from dark forests to creepy castles. Combat feels satisfying with a good weapon variety and resource management. Boss fights are memorable, featuring Lady Dimitrescu and other unique villains. The pacing keeps you engaged, mixing exploration, puzzle solving, and intense action sequences, making it accessible yet terrifying for horror fans. Second on the list is Outlast Bundle of Terror, bringing pure survival horror with no combat mechanics. You play as a journalist investigating an asylum armed only with a camcorder. The night vision mechanic creates constant tension as battery management becomes crucial. Enemies are genuinely terrifying and unpredictable, requiring stealth and quick thinking. The bundle includes the base game and Whistleblower DLC, offering substantial horror content. Jump scares are effective without feeling cheap. The atmosphere is oppressive and disturbing throughout. Performance on Switch is solid, making this horrifying experience portable for brave players. Third is Alien Isolation, delivering the definitive alien survival horror experience. You play as Amanda Ripley searching for her mother aboard a space station. The Xenomorph AI is incredibly intelligent, learning from your tactics and creating unpredictable encounters. Stealth is essential as direct confrontation means death. The retro-futuristic aesthetic perfectly captures the original film's atmosphere. Sound design is exceptional, with every creak and hiss building tension. Crafting tools help survival, but resources are scarce. The campaign is lengthy, providing sustained terror. It is the horror game for Alien fans seeking authentic dread. At number 4, Little Nightmares 2 expands on the original's disturbing world. You control Mono alongside Six, navigating through a nightmarish reality filled with grotesque inhabitants. The art direction is hauntingly beautiful with creative level design. Puzzles require clever thinking and cooperation between characters. Chase sequences are intense and heart-pounding. The storytelling is environmental, revealing a dark narrative without dialogue. Boss encounters are memorable, featuring disturbing enemies. The atmosphere is consistently unsettling. Performance runs smoothly on Switch. The ending delivers an emotional gut punch that stays with you long after completion. Fifth is Resident Evil 2, the acclaimed remake of the survival horror classic. You experience Raccoon City's zombie outbreak as Leon Kennedy or Claire Redfield. The over-the-shoulder perspective modernizes gameplay while maintaining classic tension. Mr. X, the unstoppable tyrant, creates constant pressure as he stalks you through the police station. Resource management is crucial with limited ammunition and healing items. Puzzles are well-designed, requiring exploration and backtracking. The two character campaigns offer different perspectives and encounters. Graphics are impressive for Switch hardware. It successfully balances nostalgia with modern design, creating essential horror gaming. Number 6 brings us The Quarry, an interactive horror movie experience from Supermassive Games. You control 9 camp counselors during their last night at Hackett's Quarry. Choices genuinely matter, affecting character survival and story outcomes. The branching narrative offers massive replayability with different paths and endings. Acting performances are strong, featuring recognizable Hollywood talent. Quick-time events keep action sequences engaging. The 1980s slasher film inspiration is clear, with classic horror tropes executed well. Multiple difficulty options accommodate different player preferences. It is perfect for those who enjoy narrative-driven horror with cinematic presentation and meaningful choices. Seventh is Layers of Fear, a psychological horror focused on environmental storytelling. You play as a painter exploring his Victorian mansion, uncovering dark secrets. The constantly shifting environment creates disorientation and unease. Jump scares are used sparingly, favoring atmospheric dread. The art and music themes are woven brilliantly into gameplay. Puzzles involve manipulating perspective and reality. The narrative explores themes of obsession, madness, and artistic ambition. Multiple endings depend on your choices throughout. The visuals are striking with detailed environments. It delivers cerebral horror that lingers in your mind rather than relying on shock value. Ninth is Dying Light Platinum Edition, combining parkour with zombie survival. Set in a quarantined city, you scavenge supplies during the day while avoiding deadly infected at night. The parkour movement system is fluid and satisfying, making traversal enjoyable. Combat blends melee weapons with crafting modifications. The day-night cycle dramatically changes gameplay intensity. Cooperative multiplayer enhances the experience. The story campaign is substantial with side missions and challenges. Weapon variety keeps combat engaging. Performance on Switch is acceptable, though graphically downgraded. The adrenaline rush of nighttime escapes makes it worthwhile for action horror fans. At number 10, Metro Redux packages two atmospheric post-apocalyptic shooters. You navigate Moscow's underground metro system facing mutants and hostile factions. The claustrophobic tunnels create constant tension with limited resources. Gas mask mechanics add survival elements as you manage filters. Stealth and combat both feel viable with different approaches rewarded. The atmosphere is oppressively dark and immersive. Environmental storytelling reveals the desperate world. Both games offer substantial campaigns with moral choice systems. The Switch port runs decently, delivering grim horror action on the go for fans of atmospheric shooters. 11th is Resident Evil 4, the revolutionary title that defined action horror. You play Leon Kennedy rescuing the president's daughter from a cult in rural Spain. The over-the-shoulder camera influenced countless games. Combat is satisfying with strategic dismemberment and weapon variety. The village encounter remains one of gaming's most intense sequences. Boss fights are epic and memorable. Merchant interactions add charm and upgrade progression. The campaign pacing is excellent, mixing action, exploration, and horror. Multiple unlockables encourage replays. This Switch version includes all content, making it the definitive portable way to experience this masterpiece. Number 12 features the Dark Pictures anthology House of Ashes, a cinematic horror experience. Set during the Iraq War, soldiers discover an ancient Sumerian temple with deadly creatures. The narrative branches based on your decisions affecting character fates. The monster design is genuinely frightening, with intense chase sequences. Acting quality is high, with motion capture performances. Multiplayer modes let friends experience the story together. The archaeological horror setting is unique and well executed. Quick-time events maintain tension during action moments. Multiple playthroughs reveal different story outcomes. It delivers B-movie horror thrills with interactive storytelling that respects player agency throughout. 13th is Amnesia Collection, bundling two landmark horror titles. The Dark Descent pioneered modern survival horror mechanics with sanity systems and helpless protagonists. A Machine for Pigs continues the disturbing narrative with industrial Victorian horror. Both games emphasize hiding and running over combat, creating vulnerability. The atmosphere is suffocatingly dark and unsettling. Sound design amplifies fear with excellent audio cues. Environmental puzzles require exploration and observation. The stories explore disturbing psychological themes. Performance on Switch is solid. These games influenced countless horror titles and remain effective at creating genuine dread for those seeking classic survival horror. At 14, Soma delivers philosophical sci-fi horror underwater. You explore an abandoned research facility questioning consciousness and identity. The narrative tackles heavy themes about humanity and existence. Monsters are disturbing both visually and conceptually. The atmosphere is oppressive and lonely, emphasizing isolation. Puzzles involve environmental interaction and exploration. The story builds to a thought-provoking conclusion that sparks discussion. Safe mode removes death, allowing focus on narrative for those wanting story over scares. It is intellectually engaging horror that stays with you, providing existential dread alongside traditional scares, making it unique in the genre. Finally, at 15, Until Dawn brings interactive slasher horror to life. 8 friends return to a remote mountain lodge where tragedy struck years before. The butterfly effect system makes every choice consequential, affecting who survives. The branching narrative offers massive replayability, discovering different outcomes. Motion capture performances bring characters to life believably. The mystery unfolds brilliantly with twists and revelations. Totems provide glimpses of possible futures, adding strategic depth. The setting and atmosphere nail classic horror movie vibes. It successfully makes you care about character survival. This is essential for fans of narrative horror seeking meaningful player agency in determining outcomes.